Awesome, we're live. Good evening, Mr. Akponine Dantata Akpomiemie. I hope I got that right.
Yeah.
Good evening. Welcome to the Borderless Business Teleseminar Season 2. Very excited about this project. We started last 2 years ago, I think the last quarter of 2020. And during the whole heat of the pandemic, wanted to do something that, can get business back to the feet. We, of course, lasted for a while, got very busy, and life happened. And I'm excited we are back for the season 2, and it's a privilege to have you for the episode 1. How have you been? How was the week for you? How's work? Your team over there at your position?
Yeah, I've been fine. The week has been fine, yeah. So we're pushing it step by step. Thanks
Of
for
course, the
asking.
vision, awesome. The vision remains in mind. And of course, shout out to my very good friend. I think a lot of them. Tony, Nereva, Phillips, yeah, Nelson, of course, Ibrahim, and a list of others. While trying to get this episode ready, I actually had like the conviction to get a design that actually worked out. And if there's anything that's gone that I've actually, celebrated in my life as a person, is the interest of getting sound concepts from others. And during the whole process of the design, I got all the criticism I needed to get what we have currently. It was very, very necessary. And yeah, I'm giving them shout out, a very, very big shout out to everyone that contributed to that. It was a big, big contribution. And I think it's one of the biggest reasons why we are here at the moment. Do you mind giving shout out to people from your end?
Yeah. I'll make a shout out to my wife, of course. My
Oh,
ever loving
amazing,
wife.
amazing. Awesome.
She's
Awesome,
been a
awesome.
very big supporter to the members of my team,
Oh, that's
my co-founder. Yeah, all of
amazing,
them.
amazing. Awesome, awesome. So now we'll move straight to the announcements and disclaimers. So BBT, like I said before, is a business development program that is inspired by the desire to ensure that business succeed. If there's anything that I've come to realize from a long time of research on business success, is that structure and marketing is a very solid part, and that's why we are committed to it at BBT. We every week discuss about structures and marketing. Structure your business to succeed, and you market whatever you're putting out there so you can can have a reasonable return on investment. So we're going to be doing that with you today too. And of course, disclaimers, everything you learn from this session, talking to the listeners now, practicing it is 100% at your own risk, okay? So the basic reason for this podcast is to give you an head start, to have an idea of what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, of course. So it is necessary you do your own research, and even if you get 100% benefit from practicing what you learn here, it is at your own expense too. If there is any other issue, please ensure you do your research. Whatever we are doing here is basically for education purposes. It is not, shall I say, an advice that is all encompassing. Ensure you do your research, okay? So, Mr. Akponine, I don't know if you have any disclaimer from your end before we kickstart this podcast for tonight.
Yeah, sure. You've said everything, but very, very important. It's important you do your own research. I think that's the most important thing there. Whatever we're saying here, just for educational purposes only. Do your own research. Thank you.
Awesome, amazing. Thank you so much. So kickstart now. So what is BBT? BBT is an acronym for Borderless Business Teleseminar, okay? And like I said before, our interest is on marketing and business structures. So business needs to succeed across the borders. It does not need to be restricted within a confine of society. With the way the world has moved faster from just a traditional means, now we now have this internet playing a very important role in connecting people. So that is an asset that should be tapped into, and that's what actually informed the name Borderless. So whatever marketing strategies you're learning, whatever business structures, techniques you're learning from this program is applicable across border. It doesn't have any hindrance. So that is what inspired the name. And so this is season 2, like I announced initially, and this is the first episode. We're going to be discussing with no other person but Mr. Akpomiemie Power Akponine. I hope I'm not flipping it down. And just a short profile of Mr. Akponine. He is the co-founder of Sayfar Nigeria Limited. He's going to tell us a lot about Sayfar. Just spare that now. And of course, he's the co-founder and the heads of operation. He's a blockchain enthusiast and one who believes in the future of blockchain, the possibilities that blockchain provides in every sphere of life, from finances to business management, and I think a whole lot of others. And of course, if there's anything he loves doing, he loves meeting people and learning new things. That's amazing. So today, I think it's going to be on the flip side. Instead of Mr. Power to meet new people and learn new things, he's going to be the one teaching us new things. And we can't wait to start. So, Mr. Akponine, what are the management lessons for you for this week? Every week we have challenges. That's very obvious. We have things things just pop up. Sometimes we are not prepared for this. We are not even prepared, but we just sometimes our instinct comes to play in solving them. Sometimes we do have some historical education. Of course, things repeat themselves, and we use that as a way to solve those problems. So, notwithstanding, challenges comes every day, and for the week running this Friday, for most organizations, this is the last day for the work day till Monday again. Others may go for Sunday, Saturday, and others. So, would like you to share some management lessons you learned from the week and how you apply them to grow your brand and make your organization sustainable.
All right, thank you. The management lesson I learned for this week is to always communicate. I think that's the most important thing in growing any business anywhere in the world. You always have to communicate. Communicate with your team members. Make sure everyone is aware of what's going on. But human nature, of course, comes into play. And some of us that are introverts, in quotes, we like keeping certain things to ourselves. If you do not communicate, it causes hindrance in your business and it causes problem on the long run. So it's very, 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 very important to communicate. Thanks.
Awesome. Communication, that's a big one because you are dealing with people, and these are the same people that are going to bring the structure and the marketing into play. Communication, thank you so much for that. That's a big learning curve for me as a person too. So we're heading on to Sayfar Limited. Sayfar Nigeria Limited. Do you mind shedding light about Sayfar Nigeria Limited and, of course, what the company stands for? Of course, the plans for humanity as well. I think that will be a start for us before we jump into others.
Okay, thank you again, Mr. Samuel. Thank you for this opportunity. Before I jump into Sayfar, of course, sorry for taking your time. I told my wife I was coming. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Don't play.
All right. I told my wife that I was coming on your podcast to talk about Sayfar and everything. And to my surprise, she took out a pen and notes, and she started writing a list of words I pronounced wrong. She studied English, by the way, so she said, you pronounce all these words wrong. Make sure when you are there, you pronounce the words correctly, that kind of stuff.
Amazing. That's amazing. Wow.
Okay.
Excited.
So, Sayfar, I think we created Sayfar out of a desire to make impactful changes to the world. So, Sayfar blockchain, sorry, the network is a little bit bad.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm with you.
In a world of rapidly evolving technology, Sayfar is geared towards providing the fastest and easiest financial solutions for all. That's why part of the Sayfar ecosystem, we're creating Sayfar Exchange, where you can exchange cryptocurrencies, buy cryptocurrencies, sell cryptocurrencies. And of course, we're also introducing Sayfar NFT Marketplace, a place where you can buy NFT, mint NFT, sell NFTs. Then we're also creating Sayfar blockchain. Our mission,
Awesome.
our mission is to bring the full functionality of blockchain and cryptocurrencies to everyone on Earth by making it easier for all to connect and transact cryptocurrencies. Our dream is not just to, unlike many other crypto projects out there, I'm sure you are aware of lots of them. Our dream is not just to come and make noise and go. We are here for the long run. We are here to stay. And that's why Our main values are transparency, trust, continuity, community. Whatever we're doing, it's clear and it's transparent for all to see. Now, the reason why we decided on Sayfar, why we decided to take this route, why we decided to create a token, a blockchain, an NFT marketplace, and an exchange is because of the problem that has plagued the crypto world today. And I'm sure you can testify. There are a lot of coins that actually came out, made a lot of noise, wherever after a few months, they're no longer there. People lost their money, even with this Luna that happened a couple of weeks ago. You heard about Luna, right?
Of course, I did. Luna, even there was even a part two, and a part two, I think it crashed.
Yes, yes. I was one of the investors of Luna, so I lost money too. So
Wow.
I know what I'm talking about. Now, the problem that surrounds cryptocurrency and the reason why we decided to step in is that a lot of crypto tokens out there have no real use case. They are just there to make noise, and they will run out of steam sooner or later. So imagine investing in a token that relies on tweets. That's not
Yeah, yeah.
sustainable. That's not a great way to invest your money. So, Sayfar, we're combating that problem by creating a token that we have reuse cases, and we are making sure the reuse cases. We are making sure that the reuse cases are there. That's why we created the Sayfar ecosystem. So whatever you want to do as regards cryptocurrencies or blockchain, your needs will be met. So that's the reason why we decided to come on this journey. And of course, and one of the greatest questions I get is, are you sure Sayfar will fly? I've been told that there are about over 3,000 different cryptocurrencies and countless blockchain projects out there. I've been asked, what makes you think and what makes you believe that Sayfar is going to be different? Apart from the use cases I've mentioned, people always ask me, why do you think this is going to fly? And I always take them. Of course, I did a feasibility study where I studied blockchain feasibility here in Africa, in the world at large. I also studied cryptocurrency feasibility here in Africa and the world at large. And according to my study, I found out that we are just getting started. So whatever we think is going on with Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, whatever now, blockchain right now, we are just getting started. Let me make an analogy now for you, Mr. Samuel. You
Okay.
know blockchain.
Okay. Yeah, I do.
Blockchain is an engine.
Mm.
Cryptocurrencies are vehicles, and they were all created using blockchain, which is an engine. So just let me take you back memory lane now. Okay, let me take you down history lane now, whatever. You see, the first car that was created, I think by Henry Ford, first mechanical car, first diesel running car by Henry Ford. The engine that was used in running that car, that's not the same engine we're using now, true or false?
That's very true. I think there has been a significant improvement on that engine.
A lot of improvement. So blockchain is just getting started. And the first type of vehicle that was created with blockchain with an engine is Bitcoin. That is just the first version of it, followed by Ethereum, Litecoin, and the others. So you see, blockchain is getting started just the same way internet started back in the days. I think in the mid 90s, late 90s to the early 2000s, when the internet started, people said, the internet will not work. Who's going to spend their time going through something online when you can actually go to the library? But today, nobody can live without the internet. For you to
Nobody.
run a business, you need the internet. For you to do everything, you need the internet.
And we
And
even have different versions. Version 1.0,
yes, you have
2.0.
2.0, 3.0. Okay, I want to deviate a little bit. Version
Okay.
3.0 is going to be powered by blockchain. I'm sure you've heard about that before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course.
So you see,
3.0.
the use case for blockchain, they are much, but people place a lot of emphasis on cryptocurrencies, this Bitcoin for cryptocurrency for this, that. That's not it. These are just the first vehicles that were created with the engine. We are going to get better and better and better. Apart from cryptocurrency, some other use for the blockchain, we can use blockchain in conducting election. That's very, very true and very possible. Blockchains are actually very safe. So there is no way to, even if you hack a blockchain, for instance, now the effects will be known all over. So blockchains are safe. They can be used to conduct elections. They can be used for identity management. They can be used for to speed up government sectors that are slow. They can be used for record management in healthcare. They can be used in real estate. They can be used in crowdfunding. They can be used in accountability. So I tell people, we are just getting started with this whole Bitcoin thing, with this whole blockchain thing. If you miss this opportunity now, it's going to be very difficult for you to get in on it again. Since we're at the starting point, this is the right and the best time for you to get involved. Now, the feasibility study I did, I took Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, USA, Switzerland, Australia, and India as case studies to see how the people in these countries that they are accepting blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. And to my surprise, these countries that I listed, there's a significant growth, but the time frame is between 2019 and 2021. There's a significant growth, especially in Nigeria. So the world, the world is hungry for change. The world is hungry for change. The same way we didn't know we needed the internet. Now, I don't think people even know we need blockchain, but blockchain is the future. Thank you.
It's very, very obvious. Thank you so much for that. It's very obvious that blockchain is the future. Because, like you were saying, I wanted to quickly, get something clear there. You talked about blockchain being the engine, while crypto being the vehicles, right?
Yeah.
I give instances. You said example of the engine. I don't know if I got that right. Were you talking about Binance or you said BTC, ETH? I wanted to be clear on that.
Okay. When the engine is blockchain, why the vehicle are cryptocurrencies like BNB, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and the others?
Okay. I get it now. That's awesome. So I think that will just take us to the next point here. So Sayfar, talk about Sayfar, what you stand for, what you do, and your interest in creating value for humanity in the long term. You made reference to situations where people undermined the possibilities of the future, and of course they lost that big time. A lot of them lost that. Some even tried to get back. I think we can make case for IBM and Apple, and I think something like that happened during the technological advancement, and IBM was a big time, or should I say they were big time into the PC industry, and they lost out because they didn't really push. Exactly. So now blockchain is the new opportunity, and people need to really get in, and that's where Sayfar come in. That's the value you're offering, not just to get people into crypto like others do, but to create a very safe community for them to communicate, grow their wealth, and the investments making sense. So regarding Sayfar, as an organization, I'm very certain this is not easy, trying to get people to buy your idea, to even accept the value you're providing. Some people, it is a given. People don't know, most people don't know what they want. And even if you're giving to them, they may be rejecting it until they have tasted it and they now see the value of what you have been providing for them or you have been intending to provide for them. How has Sayfar as an organization survived the market at the moment? What has been the marketing strategies to ensure you get people on board, not just register with you, but at least work, believing in the projects in the long term and looking forward to reaping for what they have sown? How has it been like over there in Sayfar Limited?
Yeah, I'm trying to get people on board. I'm trying to get people to buy the idea. And we have a marketing strategy, of course. Like you said some people don't actually know what they want. It's true.
Yeah.
Even if it's staring at them, they still don't know what they want. And this is where our marketing strategy comes in. I don't want to delve into marketing now, so because there's a lot to talk about. So I was kind of hoping we'll talk about marketing later, but still, what we're doing at the moment, we're getting.
You want us to talk about structure before we come to marketing and Sharon?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I think we'll just do that now. But okay, I think I missed up the question. I should have been asking, what has it been as in the progress in the market for your organization? How has it been? Has it been very, very successful, or have been some setbacks that you are working on, with looking for better strategies or curating better strategies to overcome those setbacks that's happened?
Yeah, we've got a strategy we are using at the moment to get people on board, and I'll say it's working. It's working and
Amazing.
it's working. Yeah.
Okay, great, great. So, how about the structuring? I think I did should I say, I observed some of the documents you sent to me. That was very, very kind of you. So it made my work quite easy. I was able to go through the safest mode of operation. And I can see that I was actually, excited to see how you operate over there. So can you please share more light about it around the structure, the functionality of the structuring at Sayfar Limited? You can also, of course, tell us the importance and the benefit of doing so. You can also give instances by making reference to other organizations who either practiced something similar or did something else and they got a different result.
Okay, thank you. Sayfar, we're practicing a business model, business structure called HOLACRACY.
Hola. Can you spell that
That's
for those who can't?
yeah, H
Okay,
O
H O
L
L A.
A C R A C Y.
Okay, Hola Crazy. Amazing.
It's a new structure. It's a new organizational structure. It's been around for a couple of years, but the idea is very, very new. Now, let me talk about safer structure. It's a belief amongst us that are safer that things should flow naturally, and as such, that's why we're practicing this type of business structure. What
Okay.
Alacrity aims to do, it aims to reduce the amount of managers and increase the amount of doers. Just the way we are as humans. No humans, we have the way our system works, our organs, our hearts, our lungs, they all work autonomously. They work on
Mm-hmm.
their own very, very well. Now, Holacracy teaches us or tells us the structure is about letting people be free, being who they are. And Safer decided to adopt this method of method of operation, this structure, because it's what cryptocurrency and what blockchain is about. Blockchain is actually about freedom, freedom to transact, freedom to be where you are, giving power to the people, so to say. And I think that's what democracy was supposed to be, or at least that's what it is on paper. But Holacracy is the type of organizational structure where the power to make decisions is delegated to individuals, which are the employees among in the company, rather than the power being with just the CEO, the founders, or the management alone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's
Mm-hmm.
the difference between Holacracy and traditional organizational structures is that normally in traditional organizational structures, we have form types which are the functional, divisional, matrix, and flat. In functional, traditional organizational structures, you have to divide your team, divide your workforce, so to say, into different teams, and their functions are management, marketing, finance, and so on and so forth. While divisional, if you have a company, for instance, and you have different branches, different places, so you have to create like different management in different places. While the matrix is for big companies that huge companies like Google and the others. It's more of a combination of functional and divisional organized structures. While flat is for small businesses that are just starting up peer to peer, where everybody contributes and things are done. Now, for the traditional organizational structure, everything revolves around the managers and the CEOs. So even if the workers come and say, "Ah, boss, we think there's a better way for us to do this," if the manager the, doesn't see it fit, that idea will not fly. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Holacracy, power is delegated to everyone there in the company. Just the founders and the CEOs, they trust their employees. And of course, these employees are professionals, people that know what they're actually doing. And when they were employed or when the team got together, the founders will explain their vision to them. And these people that will be delegated the power in the organization, they'll be able to run with that vision. So even if the founders or the CEO or the managers are not there, these people can act on their behalf, and they are actually acting on the for the best interest of the company because they are professionals and all. Now, holacracy has been shown to empower employees, makes them more committed because there are some places you go to, some organizations, there are some employees that are just there. They are not actually connecting with you. They are just there just to make their paycheck at the end of the day. They have a lot to offer. There is no system for them to actually voice out their concerns and so forth and so on and so forth. So holacracy makes sure that everybody has an input, everybody has an equal. Your voice will be heard. That is the structure of holacracy. Now, Sayfar, our structure that we adopted, we're using holacracy like I mentioned earlier on, and holacracy doesn't have functions. Instead, it has roles. So there are no functions, but there are roles in the company. Myself, for instance, now, I have multiple roles in the company. If we were to be in the traditional organizational structure, I would just be the co-founder and I would just be sitting there in my office with AC in my chair. When they bring different kind of reports, I'll tell them, no, do this, no, don't do that. But in holacracy, everybody can make their own input. So when a marketing professional comes to me in holacracy and says, sir, this is what we should do, they don't even need to consult me. Since they are professionals and they know what is obtainable, they will act. They don't need to get in touch with me and ask for my input or whatever. They can just go straight. Now, our rules, based on our structure here at Sayfar, the rules we have 5 major roles. Those are web development, blockchain development, marketing, graphics, and customer support. As opposed to traditional structures that are like pyramids, of course, with the CEO sitting at the top, followed by the managers, then at the bottom, the workers. Holacracy is a circle. It's a circle. Everybody is equal within the circle. Everybody has a role to play inside the circle. Holacracy is like an organization within an organization. These are circles inside circles. So the major circle enveloping everybody is Sayfar, but inside Sayfar, we have the web development circle, which is made up of web development professionals, experts. We have the blockchain development circle inside the main Sayfar circle, which is made up of blockchain development experts. We also have the marketing circles, and inside that marketing circles too, we have sub circles inside. We have finance. Finance is there. Then inside the major Sayfar circle, we still have graphics. That's a role there. Then we also have customer support. In holacracy structure, there are no hierarchy. But in traditional organizational structure, we have hierarchy. Your boss now, your CEO. If you offend your CEO, you are done for. You are going to lose your job and everything. But in holacracy, you're a valued member. Whatever you have to say, no matter how little it is, it's taken into consideration. It's almost as if there is no CEO. It's more like a group of young men going to do something together. Everybody is equal. You bring your input, I bring my input, and we see how we take the company forward. Okay, so for this structure, or this organizational structure that Sayfar we've adopted, we have something called the holacratic government. Can you hear me?
Yeah, holacratic government.
Hello.
right?
Okay.
You said holacratic
Yes, we
government.
have holacratic, yes, holacratic government inside this structure. This holacratic government is just it's basically made up of the team leaders for each of the subsectors inside Sayfar. So the team
Okay, okay,
leaders handling different roles like graphics, roles like web development, roles like marketing. The leaders of those teams are the ones that are part of the holacratic government. And the holacratic government of CIFA, we meet periodically to discuss steering meetings. The first thing we need to discuss governance, which has to do with how we can better organize the roles within the company. Then the second thing we need to discuss, we have tactical meetings. This is where we check up on everybody's progress to see how everybody is going, and possibly to lend a hand to anyone that's stuck, anyone that is not making any progress. To see how we can, help to make sure that person makes a progress in the role that has been assigned to the person within the company. Then the third type of meeting we have is strategy meeting. Is where we need to deliberate on strategy and to make sure the company is on the right track. Yeah. So
amazing.
on that thing, yeah. The reason why we actually chose holacracy, we have five main reasons. The first one is value. Now the values of blockchain and cryptocurrency is actually freedom. That is the basic thing about it. It is about freedom. People having freedom to their money. I heard very recently in China that China government they they blocked accounts that people cannot withdraw the money from their accounts. That is
Very
their
terrible.
contribution. Yes,
Very terrible. I
more
thought that
like
it was.
yeah. So, but in blockchain now, cryptocurrency, your money is your money. It's yours. Nobody charges you any fee for keeping it. It's your money. It's your money, and that is the main reason why we chose Holacracy. Because if you are running a Bitcoin company, a cryptocurrency company, and your staff, your employees, your workers, your team members, they are not free. They don't have freedom to express themselves or whatever concerns they have. Then I'm sorry, you're off track.
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin is about freedom. So that is one of the first reason why we chose Holacracy as our business structure. Then the second reason is natural rhythm. We believe things should go naturally. Like I said earlier on, we believe that every system should work the way the human body works, the way the organs work autonomously. They act on their own, the best interest of the body. So now, Holacracy, we are giving power to the leaders, to the team leaders, to take care of certain roles in the company. It's because we trust them.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
trust them and we believe they are professionals and they are working with the vision and the mission of the company. So they can actually just, make decisions without consulting us. For instance, the graphics, the person in charge of graphics can make a decision to design any type of graphic. It doesn't need to consult me and say that, Mr. Power, this is what I have designed. No, 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 no. I trust him. He's an expert. So it doesn't need to show me. This is the freedom that Holacracy brings to the table. Now, another reason why we chose Holacracy is the timing. The timing is for Holacracy is right. I was actually thinking today, and I actually believe that Holacracy can actually, replace democracy. It seems I've not been able to work out everything yet, but I'm thinking towards that direction. Because if the future is blockchain, then we actually need a system, a structure, an organizational structure that can complement that. And I think Holacracy complements blockchain very, very, very well. And that
Amazing.
reason why we chose Holacracy is because of the future. Like I just said now, the future is blockchain. And Holacracy actually makes your role within the company very, very, very clear. So you don't need to seek clarity from your CEO or wherever. When you're in the company, you know exactly what you are doing, what your goals are, what you are pursuing, your roles and everything. You don't need any manager to come to you and say, okay, why have you not done this today? No, 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 no. In Holacracy, you have a role. Your role is very, 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 very clear. If you're in charge of marketing, you know what you're supposed to do. You don't need the CEO input or whatever. Then another reason why we chose Holacracy is trust. We actually trust our employees, the people involved in the project, and we believe that the reason for Sayfar is bigger than we are, because we can decide to go with traditional organizational structures and be the CEOs, backing orders at people, telling people to do this, not to do that. Like person in charge of marketing can come and say, can bring a proposal and say, sir, we're going to be advertising with Samuel Abraham, and I can say, no, let's not do that. I don't like him. 2 years ago, he saw me, didn't shake my hands, you understand? But that happens in traditional
Right. It
organizations.
happens. Those biases and complexes.
Biases, but in Holacracy, there is no bias. When the person in charge of the department deems it fit to do something, they go ahead with it. Without this, the CEO won't say anything. Everybody is equal. So we trust our workers and people working with us, the volunteers and all of them. And we believe that Sayfar is for a greater purpose, far greater than our egos. Sort of, you understand me? Because to be a CEO now, you have the ego, wherever we are sacrificing our egos. We are saying, come with your idea, come as you are, and let's work together. Thank you.
That is very, very amazing. Like, honestly, I think this is something that should go large scale. Honestly speaking, should go large scale, because I think this is what I would want us to delve into leadership as a topic, because I have serious interest in that. I think we will talk about that once in a while. This strategy of of leading brands, leading organizations, leading companies, this Holacracy strategy is a very, very fine one. I must commend it. Honestly speaking, from what you have said, it's obvious that everybody there works for the company and what it stands for, not for man. Like the company employs them and are working for the company. They're not working for any man.
Yes.
So amazing, because a man being in the position is automatically a blockade, like an hindrance to them being, fully utilizing their strengths in serving the company. Holacracy is amazing, and I honestly commend Sayfar for doing this.
No, thank you.
Amazing. So that will just take us to the next point of discussion here. We just finished talking about the structures of Sayfar, and I have seen, obviously, from what you have said, I've been able to observe that there are so many merits here, and you, of course, listed as some demerits for those who are practicing the tradition or still practicing traditional means. It is very glaring. Everybody has seen that. Even in government, you have seen the failures.
People still. Hello?
Okay, go
Can
ahead.
you hear me?
I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay, I've mentioned all the merits, and I think you said I should mention the demerits of still practicing the traditional method, right?
No, I said you made mention of some demerits that are very glaring, but if you still have some that you think you didn't share, please go ahead and share them.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Of course, I'm with you, sir.
Okay, you said I should mention the demerits, right?
Yeah, while you were giving your talk around Holacracy, right? So
yes,
in your discussion, you made mention, you did a lot of comparison of Holacracy and the traditional, system of management. And while you were doing that, you were pointing out some merits and demerits. So I was trying to stress on those facts that you gave. But if I think you still have some to share. If you do, or if you don't, you can go ahead. But if you do, just kindly share them before go ahead.
Okay. Some demerits with traditional organizational method is like I said before, when people actually do not act for the company, instead they look for ways to please their boss, their managers, or their CEOs. If they know that if they're going to do something, for instance, something crazy, because personally I believe we all have something called the sixth sense, where we actually sense things, we see things, but because we are trying to please our employers, our boss and CEOs, we actually do things they like. Then after maybe something happens to the company, we start saying, I said it. So why is this? You should have said something else now, but you didn't, because you wanted to please your boss so that you get a promotion. So the traditional organizational structure actually limits the growth of company a lot, a lot, a lot. Everybody has something to bring to the table at the end of the day. Everybody have one or two issues that, if handled correctly, will lead the company to tremendous growth. Now, the employees rather, in a holacratic system, holacratic structure, they are one with the company. The company isn't just some distant thing they used to get a paycheck. No, 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 no. They are part of the company. They are the company. They relate with the CEOs, whatever ideas that are coming across come straight from their hearts. And I believe if humans will do anything that comes straight from our hearts with passion, we always succeed.
Honestly, even
yeah. Holacracy is create. That's what holacracy is creating. Let us be as real as possible. We are crazy. We might as well show it and do crazy things out. Because in this world we are, there's only crazy people that just imagine Nikola Tesla, the kind of ideas he had back in the day. He said that we could power an electric device without electric wires. Just imagine how crazy that must have sounded years ago. But it's possible now. We have wireless charging. People don't charge our phones with electric cords again. We just drop it down, the phone starts charging. We are saying, as Sayfar was saying, bring your crazy to the table and let's change the world together for the best. Thank you.
Oh, I think I should pen down that quote. Bring your crazy to the table, and let's change the world for the best. Amazing. Thank you so much. So we just head to the marketing. So I'm sure that there have been some challenges on how you market what you sell. At this moment, I think Sayfar actually more of service oriented instead of product, or should we say there's an hybrid of both the services and products, in terms of what you do. So sales, marketing, getting people to patronize you and get involved. How has it been like? And do you mind sharing some tips on how some tips that is, of course, can be domesticated, experience success while doing so?
All right. Marketing has been crazy, and I will say this right now. I think I've met a couple of people in the past, people that have come up with very, very, very crazy ideas as regards blockchain. Very crazy ideas that I think can actually, change the world, impact lives. But there's just one problem. Can you guess the problem?
And it should be marketing. They can't sell. If you don't make money, how do you sustain your business?
Yeah. So it's actually, as far as Sayfar is concerned, it doesn't make sense for us to think about. Of course, we put a lot of thought into our products and services. That's one of our bedrocks. But at the same time, we take a very, very, very critical approach as regards marketing. Because if you create a great product and you cannot market a great product, then what's the need of the great product? Let me make some examples as regards this. You've heard of Shiba Inu?
Of course, I did. I think I even bought some.
Shiba Inu was crazy. Their total market. Yeah, it will get there by the grace of God. Shiba Inu was crazy. At their peak, their market cap was about $39 billion US. That was crazy. Mind you, Shiba Inu doesn't have any utility. It's basically just useless cryptocurrency. Let me use that word. Some people be angry with me, but let me use that word. It's basically useless. There is no utility. There's nothing you can use it to do. At the same time that Shiba Inu came out, there's another cryptocurrency called Isula. Is the name of the coin, Isula. Isula has they created an app. It has great utility, but Isula didn't sell. Isula ended up making the market cap was just about $600,000. Why Shiba Inu with no utility, very useless coin, made 39 billion as a market cap? Can you see how important market? Yes, marketing is very, very important, and I can go on and on and on and on. Baby Dogecoin now is just a meme token. There is no utilities, just talk, social media, but their market cap their market cap has run into billions now. They are doing very, 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 very well. But at the same time, there are other crypto projects that actually seeks to address problems, but you don't even hear about them. Why? Marketing. At Sayfar, yeah, we look at marketing with let me see, about 4 to 5 different perspective. The first way we look at marketing is, for sure, we try to differentiate the difference between marketing and sales. And I think this is where a lot of people are getting it wrong. Marketing and sales are two very, very, very different parts. But when you mention marketing, just marketing, no, 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 no. Just putting the product in front of people is not enough. You have to
Of
make
course.
sales. If not, your product is a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, marketing, because the way I like explaining things, it's I like making things as simple as possible. Marketing is like you're a football fan, right?
Of course, of course.
Marketing is like a midfielder, and the job of
Mm-hmm.
midfielder most of the times is to pass the ball, which is provide an assist to the striker that will score the goal, right?
Of
So
course.
the person providing the assist, or the act of providing the assist, is marketing. Then the person that's going to score the goal is the sales. So for there to be sales, there has to be marketing. It has to be very good marketing to put the products in front of people. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I actually like talking about marketing. There's an acronym I use for marketing and sales. I call it AIDA, which is AIDA. A
Awesome.
stands for attention. I stands for interest. Attention and interest are the work, or are the functions of marketing, to get people's attention, to capture people's interest. Why sales is DA, which is desire and action. So when you've gotten people's attention and put the products in front of them, being able to capture their interest. Sales, job of sales, what sales will do there is to make sure they have desire, and then the last part of it for them to take action, which is actually them buying your product.
Mm-hmm.
Now the second perspective we like to look at Sayfar, it's rather dark. Yeah. So when I it's a very dark perspective. It has to do with human psychology, of course. Um, it's a question. It's a question and it's an answer. It's everything, in my opinion. It says, how can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm with you.
How cult leaders convince followers to commit suicide, and why you should care.
Amazing. That is dark.
Very, very, very dark. It has a lot to
I
do with human psychology.
hmm, interesting. Like it captures
Yeah,
attention very, very fast. You want to check how.
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. So when I mention this, people are like, man, human psychology should not. I say, no, 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 leave it like that. It's the truth. How court leaders convince followers to commit suicide, and why you should care. Now, it should be in the late 90s or mid 90s or early 2000s, so I can't actually remember the date specifically. There was a self proclaimed man of God in the US. His
Mm-hmm.
name was Marshall Applewhite. You can check that
Okay.
later. His name was Marshall Applewhite. He was a court leader, and he told his followers that he could give them a better life. All they need to do is just believe in him, and that an asteroid is going to happen, and on that day, everybody should kill themselves, and they will be able to transition to a better plane of existence. And guess what? When that day came, I think about 36 or 39 people, they all killed themselves. They followed the
Wow.
man to the end. Yeah, that's really happened in the US. So the underlying tone there,
Mm-hmm.
is hope.
Okay.
Now, he was able to convince people that there was a better plane of existence, and the only way they can get there is by killing themselves. And they believed, because probably they were tired of the world. I don't know. They were tired and were like, yeah, I think there is a better place. If we kill ourselves, we'll go there. And they followed their cult leader. Modern times now, the way we are now, I think the cult leaders we have now, they are the influencers. That's just the
Of
truth.
course. Yeah, very right.
Most of the buying decisions people make, people don't make buying decisions consciously. It's almost as if they are half asleep when they make buying decisions. They just look at one popular person they know and they just buy the product. I was reading about Alert by Wema Bank where Davido just did a promotion for them, and in a matter of minutes they got 800.
Sign up.
Yes, it was crazy, and I'm like, did
Whoa.
these people even bother? Did these people even bother to read the terms and conditions? Nobody cares about the terms and conditions. As far as they see a popular person doing it, they're gonna do it. That
Hmm.
just as far as human psychology goes. People don't think even if the product is going to benefit them, they don't know. Even if you put the how do I call it now, the cup of life, the water of life in their phone, they still won't pick it because that's just human psychology. From let me not say anything further than that. Yeah, and
Awesome.
okay, human psychology. So what we are focusing on, or what this is our secret, of course. We are giving people hope. We've got the
Hmm.
right products, we've got the right services, but the truth is that if we're not able to market these things, we are going to go bankrupt or going to go out of business. That's just the truth. So we're giving
Hmm.
people hope. We're letting them know that we can help. Of course, with their help, of course, we can build a safer future. That's what safer stands for. Thank you.
Amazing. So quickly, thank you for that. I just want to check this out. I think I was waiting to ask this initially. Safer, was it coined from the word safe?
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate this. And I think you did a lot of work talking about marketing. I think this is more of like a master class. And honestly speaking, it's a full time bomb. Thank you very much. We just move to the next one now. Talking about the merit and demerits, of existing. I think we have touched on some of this already while
Yes,
discussing
we have.
structure and marketing. And so you made mention a lot of merits and demerits, and for the marketing sides, and of course for the business structure. Uh, Honestly, I think we have done a lot for tonight, and I can't appreciate you enough for tuning in, even despite the late request for you to join us at BBT, the very first episode of the second season. Thank you so much, Mr. Akpomiemie Power Akponine. I and the team were very grateful. So I think we can give you an opportunity to talk about Sayfar, pitch about Sayfar so those listening can, find how, they can connect. Please ensure you share contact details to his email, his social media, channels, contact, and also those who are interested in the project can reach out. And even those who are interested but may not, be, should I say, empowered to do any of the requirements, they have people to share it with. So they'll need those details. And if there is, okay, what do you call it now? Is it giveaways they call it? People that get into projects through a particular medium, they can get discounts. Of course, discounts. Please, can you let us know if you have discounts? I think we appreciate that.
Yeah, we have an airdrop coming up. I think that should be in August,
Whoa,
where
that's a
we'll
few days
give
from now.
a few days from now. So we're basically giving people free cryptocurrencies, and all they have to do, of course, there's always a catch. All they have to do is follow us on our social media platforms, and we'll get free cryptocurrencies.
Amazing, amazing. Please go ahead and talk about Safer. So, pitch, if you don't mind.
Okay, all right. Um, I'll talk mainly about Safer Coin. Let me talk
Okay.
about Safer Coin. We're having a pre-sale coming up, a token sale rather, where we are going to, raise money to, meet complete some of our projects. We have a lot of projects at hand. I'm always busy. I've not,
Okay.
I've, I've not eaten this morning. I just got to home and I'm doing this
Whoa,
podcast now. So yeah,
thank
so I'm
you so
always
much.
busy.
That's,
I'm
oh,
always
wow.
busy. I have different calls. So we're having a token sale, and we're through the token
Okay.
sale, we're going to be raising money to complete the following projects. Now, one of our projects we have, it's now in our white paper, of course, between us. We are having Sayfar Academy. where we're going to be teaching people
Okay.
about blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and the practical applications in everyday's life. We are still
Okay.
creating safer exchange, safer NFT, safer blockchain, safer NFT marketplace. And our pre-sale will be starting 1st of August. So to get our cryptocurrency is very, very cheap. That's if you come early, of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
How long is it
the
lasting? This token sale?
yeah, what we have in mind is to make it last a whole year, but we know within us that it's not going to. But as soon as the
Yeah, that
cryptocurrency
long.
sell out, that's the
They're
end of
done.
it. But we're making it open for a lot of people, and we're telling them a whole year. But it's very, very imperative that you buy on time.
Okay, August 1st. Amazing.
Yeah.
So, of course, the prices and how every other details necessary for making purchases.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. The price. We're having a okay. The price. Okay. Let me start with tokenomics for Sayfar token. Of course, we created just 500 million Sayfar coins, and Sayfar coin has a fixed supply. And when we're creating it into its smart contracts, which is block, when we're creating Sayfar coin into a smart contract, we added a function for token burn, meaning the amount of tokens that we have, around 500 million, in a couple of years' time, is going to reduce drastically. Of course, that
Oh,
will lead
that's
to scarcity, and scarcity always leads to increase in value.
okay. Okay,
So,
that's it's going to be automated, right?
yes, yes, fully automated.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah. So our private sale are selling just 90 million Sayfar coin for the first 3 months, which is from August till I think October ending, and we're starting with the price of just $0.0075. So it's very, very cheap. Anybody can get in on that.
Okay.
And the thing that makes Sayfar coin actually stand out, I would say, is the fact that it's deflationary. So if you buy and hold, so actually in a couple of years' time, it's going to be worth a lot. And believe me, you don't want to miss the opportunity. Sorry, I'm doing advertisement too, but I'm just
Of
seeing
course,
this
please, please
city.
go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. You have given us so much value tonight, and I think it's for the fact that the you are working on this project, and this is what you came to share with us how you have been working on this project. It's very important for you to talk to us about the product so we can go ahead and make purchases. It increases brand value and of course the trust already have for you as a person. You need to go ahead and advertise, please. I think every detail you need to drop, go ahead and do that. It is very, very
All right.
important.
All right, sir. Thank you. Our pre-sale target is $7.5 million, and we're hoping to, get this and be able to build or complete all what we've been doing behind, the hard cap for our pre-sale is $5 million, while the soft cap is $1.5 million, which is soft cap means that's the least we'll get then for us to be able to complete all we have been doing. Now, very, very importantly, as far as I'm concerned, though, and as far as investors are concerned, how will these funds be used? How are we going to use all this money we're going to be raised? First of all, we are using 60% of the funds to complete the building of all we all have been talking about, which is safer blockchain, safer academy, safer exchange, safer NFT marketplace. 60% of the funds are going towards it. Now, I'd like to tell you something very, very interesting about our blockchain. Can you hear me, sir?
I'm with you. I'm following.
We're going to be building a sustainable blockchain. Now, unlike Bitcoin blockchain and Ethereum blockchain, that that needs a lot of computational power, that needs electricity to run, ours is going to be sustainable. It's going to be using a proof of stake, so not traditional proof of work. So you can actually see that we are taking the right step in the right decision. I think and I believe so. So our blockchain is going to be very, 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 very unique because at Tifa we always talk about making the world a better place, and part of part of the things we believe that actually making the world not not a better place. Let me use that. Excuse my language. Is because of the amount of pollution we have in the world. You understand me? As a
That's
result
very
of
true.
petroleum, diesel engine, and everything. So if we
Mm.
are safer and we are saying we like things to be harmonious with nature, we create a blockchain that uses proof of work with so much computational power, so much that will actually be a step in the wrong direction. So we're creating a sustainable blockchain to make sure that we make the world a better place, make the world a better place for our children. Because after we're gone, our children will continue here on Earth. So the world will be a better
Exactly.
place for our children. Yeah. So after using 60% of the funds to complete all our projects, 30% of the fund will be for marketing and branding. Because that's a very, very important part of any crypto project. When I found out that there was a coin called Wakanda Inu, you heard about it, right? The
Yeah, I
coin.
got 65K of it. I think
It's
they did a lot then, a lot of pushing out there, and I got in, and I think that was their airdrops. 65K. It was
yeah.
something exciting until it dropped to 0.0000.
So we're going to be putting our coin out there with influencers and everything. Well, the difference between us and all those other many, many things, many other projects that have made people like me cry because we
Mm.
invested so much money is that we have a working system. So it's not you're not just buying the coin for. We have a system that you can use the coin to. When we launch our NFT marketplace, okay, let me say a little bit about our NFT marketplace. We're actually dedicating about 70% of our NFT marketplace and our NFT collections to fallen African heroes, the ones that are falling, and of course the ones that are still alive. So it's going to be very,
Mm.
very massive for Africa. We're going to be inviting African artists. This is going to be arts by Africans for Africans.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Then 10%, of course, 10% from what we get is going to reserve to help us cope with emergency.
Wow.
Yeah, I think
Honestly,
that's it. So yeah, so
this is very, very sustainable. All and
yeah.
with regards to the plans and how to execute, I sincerely commend yourself and the Sayfar group. Well done, well done. And you talked about NFT. Well, BBT, of course, BBT is a product, one of the products of Samuel Braham Global Leadership Consultancy, and we have another product, call it Money Markets. We do that every Monday, and we talk basically on four important areas of the digital, economy. We focus our attention on cryptocurrencies. We have Crypto Mondays. We have Metaverse Monday, talking about the Metaverse and everything in it. Then we have the NFT Mondays. Then lastly, we have the Stock and Bonds Monday. So from the look of things, it's obvious we're probably going to be having you come talk in either the Crypto Monday or the NFT Monday anytime soon. Meanwhile, I think this has been a great time. Great time, honestly speaking. Thank you so much, Mr. Akpomiemie Power Akponine, for doing us the honor of coming to uh, talk to us regarding business structures and marketing and using Sayfar as a key example. Thank you so much. And I don't know if you still have some words you'd like to share before we go.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you, of course, for this opportunity, and it's been a long way coming, And I just want to thank you. I actually do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you find all you're looking for. Thanks.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Wishing you same. And of course, shout out to Ogene Maro. Of course, our classmate back then in school, you can recall, he basically made this connection quite possible. I think myself and you, the connection started happening in the WhatsApp group he created. I think he added us in the WhatsApp, something like that. I don't know
Yeah,
if I'm wrong.
yeah,
So
that's
I think
true.
it was a destiny upon. I have to give him a shout out. Shout out to Mr. Ogene Maro. I can't get your dad's name. I think Ogene Maro Adamati. Good.
Yes, yes,
I'm
that's
still
it.
good with
That's
names.
it.
Thank you so much. And shout out, of course, to Tony Ukeko. Shout out to Reva. Shout out to Mr. Nelson Mafidon. Shout out to Philip Asibo. Shout out to Audio Ibrahim. In fact, shout out to every listeners out there. Thank you so much. All the names I mentioned, I'm giving out a shout out because they were very, very instrumental towards getting our designs ready. And of course, thank you so much, Mr. Power. Shout out to you big time for showing up despite your busy schedule. Like honestly, after you said you didn't eat, I really didn't knew that, man. the sacrifice was crazy. But please, try and find time to always, put some. You are working on, giving people value, sustaining their personal economies, and ensuring that they thrive and leaving things behind for their kids. I think as a Christian, the Bible makes us understand that a great father or a great parent leave inheritance for their children. And obviously, through Sayfar, you're already doing that. So please do well to, sustain yourself, give yourself some nutrients. Try, even if it's just 10
thank
minutes.
you. Yeah.
Please go ahead and just try and always work on getting that food in. Please, when possible, try and avoid not eating. I beg. Shout out to you once again. Thank you so much. If please go ahead and give your shout out before I call it a day.
Yeah, I'll give my shout out to my wife, of course, my warrior, my rock, my everything.
Whoa.
And of course, to my team members and to my co-founder too.
Thank you so much. Shout out to everyone at Samuel Bram GLC. Thank you so much, Mr. Akponine, for doing this. I appreciate you. Probably see you next time. Maybe we got something to talk about either in BBT or any of our products. Thank you so much. Good night and the rest of the day. Bye for now.
Yeah, thank you.